Welcome back, my dearest friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Total War Attila, where I'm playing as the Slavs, specifically as the Venedians, the dragon slayers of the old fame. And last time was the last time. Last time we checked a little bit about our empire, tried to learn a little bit more things of what we can build, and we have chosen some things to build. But that was for the other video. Now to the next one. And that's specifically this one. We're low a little bit on population. The populace ain't loving something. And what is it truly? As I said last time, it's mostly because of difficulty level -8. Otherwise it would have been way better. But sadly that is it. As it is. On the religion side, Slavic paganism is going slowly down, Germanic paganism going way down, Tengrism a little bit worse for the wear, and minor religions are going up, unbelievably, right? But at the moment, Slavic paganism, we shall see how we can improve upon that. After all, we don't want Tengrism. I don't think we really need unless our friend the White Hounds truly start conquering the entirety of the world. But they tend to leave things behind as dead things. In terms of fertility, only level 2, base fertility, which is poor, we get some food and we get some income from the settlement itself. I'm thinking that's the settlement itself, right? It is. No, that's just, again, it tells me the entirety of the province income. Yes, because, yeah, okay, it's the province income, I guess. Yeah, province wealth, that is, that says they meant province wealth, and tax level, and immigrants are getting corruption going, because corruption -5, someone is stealing our thingy. Bad people. We gain some non-aggression pacts with Sclavanians, no less. Unbelievable, and also non-aggression with Antians. Always a nice thing, but will go down after we start talking with the evil Tengri people. The Lord of the Sky! And of course, they're gonna be a very bad thing, because people are gonna be hating us completely. From what I know, from what I little played, again, it's not something I know of this game too much. I don't play it that much compared to Warhammer 2, but still. War declared, Roxolians and Antians no less. They really don't like each other, but that's their problem. That is their problem. Edict issue, Parents' Glory in this province. Because again, we do need much of the public order. Again, research rate +2 for civic stuff, and order up to +4 from presence of Slavic paganism. Okay, moving down. The next thing we can do, and from what I've actually noticed, is that, the battles at the beginning for certain factions are very slow to happen. So we will not be fighting anyone for quite a few turns. But because of that, as I said previously in the previous video, which was previously, we'll take all this very slow. We're not gonna hurry up anywhere. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about nothing. We're gonna look at nothing, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be amazing. At the moment, we have a little bit of food, but we are building stuff that will give us food. Farms, specifically Venedian pastures. It gives us a kind of abundance of everything, of something, or nothing. We can still build other stuff because we do have 3,334 gold pieces, and we should utilize those gold pieces to build a village in Oyam or Palteska. So again, food consumption immediately will go to -30, well, by -35 or 52, or we can go for Oyam, which is only -15. And considering that Oyam is a tribal stronghold, all about, of course, both are level 1 type of towns at the moment. Settlement at the moment, Zupa has has basic walls. It has basic walls, road development of 2, which is also one thing I really like about Attila, is the development is there of the road system. At the moment, it's non-existent. There are no roads, but as the time goes on, the roads get built, and I love that aspect very freaking much. Really love that. So again, what shall we choose? Shall we go for our main town, or just a secondary village? From my experience, villages tend to get fucked immediately by the enemy, like Oyam. They tend to immediately go for Oyam, so that's that. And in like, it does provide us more of a garrison of Slavic X-Levy, Slavic Levy Spearmen of 2 and 3 Slavic Levy Archers. I guess that's a good thing to have at the end, and it's a minus only 15, but gives us public order +1, which is much always needed, and growth +1. Always, again, pretty much needed. What shall we choose? We can go for some completely different. We have a construction which is completely empty, and we could go for something new, like industry and all that. But considering that we do not have the ability to get better stuff like commerce, like income from commerce, industry, and culture is by 50% less. So, shall we just go for something like I did say we're gonna go role-playing element. It's gonna be like slowly building our farms and building our people. Like we'll maybe go just for religion. Like. But above all, it gives us enables the last stand ability for all Slavic units. Armies in the province. Give us public order of 2, replenishment +5, religious influence +3 of Slavic paganism, and religious osmosis of +1 Slavic paganism. Like, that's a good shit to have. In only -20 food. And I think I'm gonna go with that. And again, it is in our main city, our capital. And why the hell not? Sacred Grove of Perun. Lord of all the gods, Perun offers protection and strength to those who worship him. Again, it's a classical thing. Everybody has the same one. Like Zeus, you have the fucking Odin. Like everybody has their daddy god, and then the smaller gods and shit like that. It's the same fucking thing here, it would seem. Nonetheless, I would go for that. But they did say for the Shrine of Makash as a secondary goal to build. But at the moment, I'm just gonna go for something that gives us, I mean, we are the people, we're strong people. We're gonna go for some temples and sacred groves and stuff like that. And it goes into the religion, and it goes in ability to get the last stand ability, which is amazing ability if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just gonna go for that. Of course, if we right click on it, we can get and see what is the next after the Shrine of Perun upgrades, the Shrine of Sanctuary of Perun. It goes into the Temple of Perun, right? And it gives you quite a bit. Replenishment rate is bigger. Again, we're going to the Slavic paganism completely. Enables the recruitment of the priests themselves. But let's see the next. Okay, so it's immediately at level 2 of this building, which is from the Sacred Grove of Perun. Go to the Shrine of Perun. Again, sticks to the same thing of getting this last stand. Give us more public order, which is +3, replenishment +10% compared to the 5, and of course, what's next compared to the different is immediately we get a possibility of an agent, which we do not have any possibility at the moment. It's 3,000 though, but at the moment I think it is okay. Go with that. Why the hell not? Next, again, we can still build. At the moment, we need the 5 population to upgrade any of these cities, to get another construction slot. For now, that is as it is. But 15, again, we can immediately go in for a village. You know, for most people, a village is their whole world. So there is that. This -15 again. The problem truly is, again, maybe not, it's actually not, because we're building Venedian pastures here, and we are building a Venedian goat herd here. So there is going to be food upon this entirety of the stockpile on our granary sire. And we shall go immediately for the tribal stronghold. Why the hell not? It gives us more public order. We're gonna have, again, more defense against the possible enemies. We see this river of sorrow. That's a beautiful thing. So Oyam is there. And we have, of course, we're gonna continue looting at Palteskaya. So, Palteskaya, I have no idea the fucking name. And before we move on to the next thingy, we can look upon our army of the Dragon Slayers. We have some special units, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we have followers of Veles, medium X, even level 2 even. Excellent capture power, excellent armor piercing damage, area missile block chance. They also have some specific things, like let's see, rapid advance, improve unit movement speed over an extended period, plus 50% of speed, which is good if you're gonna chase down the enemy, I guess. This unit is immune to snow attrition, which is amazing. I think that's for all of our people. Yes, it is. Resistance to fatigue, unbelievable. Your resistance to fatigue, like, you can't get tired, baby. You can't get tired on this. Fatigue has less of an effect on this unit, which is an amazing thing. So again, they're more like a special unit, the best unit I think at the moment we have, compared to maybe we shall see. I'm gonna check out the other units, but I think this is like at the moment the only level 2 unit that is worthwhile in terms of infantry, at least. Guerrilla deployment outside the deployment zone, and we have the ability to hide in the forest. Let's see who is level 2 more here. No, they're the only level 2 unit at the moment. We have the classical Slavic levy spearmen, which are just this basic, but they can form spear wall, which is good. Assemble, okay, she assemble, yes indeed. And it gets a lot of defenses, but that's down the line and when we enter the battle. We have the Slavic Axe Levy, we have Slavic Levy Archers, excellent armor piercing on the Axe Levy, but poor and low health. These guys are just gonna get raped immediately if they get in the touch. Of course, Hell's Bells down the line, they will be upgraded, which is an interesting thing for the Total War. They get upgraded, it immediately changes the unit. You don't keep that same unit like in previous Total War games. Now that's a very interesting thing. Many people don't like it. I actually have no problem with it, and I completely like raise the unit. Slavic raiders. I mean, we always need a freaking horse, people. We'll keep it as is. Okay, so that's about it. Of course, our main Warlord's Guard. These are the bad boys of the bad group. Even though it says like level, we're level 2. Is that level 2? Level 3. That's a golden thing, demon. That's not silver or bronze. That's gold, baby. And these guys have excellent armor piercing damage, excellent and high health, baby. And of course, we can see in the melee attack and melee damage and all that. And these are the few things I never cared in Medieval 2 or Rome 1 until I think at point of Shogun. Until Shogun 2 came out, I never cared to look at actual stats of units because I never found them of interest to care at all. Like, I personally never cared for them back in the day. Battles tend to be longer in previous Total War games, but specifically Medieval 2 was the last one where battles were actually quite long, and Rome 1. But later games, battles became quite fast and furious. So you had to really look into what stats these guys have, how they hold against the enemy and all that. Like, for instance, now we have more abilities on our units than ever before, for instance, right? We have a fear ability here on the warlord, target enemy units to prevent them from using their special ability for a short time, right? And we have the ability to be unbreakable. This unit's morale cannot be broken for an extended period of time. Headhunt, 30 seconds, unbreakable completely. And of course, Spear Wall they have. Unbelievable, right? They are also disciplined compared to the rest. This unit does not suffer a morale penalty when the general dies. He can also rally after routing more often. So there is that. And the ability to encourage the units around them. Amazing stuff. So again, a lot of stuff here compare. Like you just basically compare the difference. Right, the difference. Look how much armor, for instance, the Spirit Levy have compared to, from 45 to 18 armor, for instance, just armor base, if you just look at that. And of course, the morale being the single biggest thing important, which is, I think, gets lowered because of a difficulty, because we're playing on a ledger, it's gonna be bigger minuses on that morale alone. The morale is one of the most important aspects of newer Total War games, way more than in previous again. So there is that. Okay, so that's what we've seen, that's what I wanted to actually see, but also what I wanted to see is the integrity and of course our main general here, which we can also look at it, general details. Here we can see his traits, which is Fear of 1. He has the ability to, again, we've seen that he has the ability to enable the Fear command. He has, we have skill trees, again, an interesting thing, I think it's the Shogun 2 that went with the skill tree thing, where of course, the general had the ability, you can just choose stuff, I think that was it. Yes, I think it was in Shogun 2 where they started with it all, right? When you had the skill trees, choose your skills, exactly what you want. Now, skill trees, from what I know, at least Attila, they're nothing, oh my god, but they're a nice little addition.
Again, I have not played like 500 hours of this game or played the entirety of one campaign to see exactly how skills truly matter, or even, again, I'm not a min max person. I don't look at every single stat line and say, wow, that's gonna be the thing of the future past. That's not something I care for as much. I just look how units behave in the battle, and then I'm like, okay, that unit is good enough for this, and they hold enough for this, and that's about all I care. Though of course I love looking how people, for instance on YouTube or anywhere else, they look at these things, these little details. I'm like, wow, that's cool, man. You remember all those details. You love the game enough to remind yourself, okay, this unit has this ability, they have this amount of armor, this amount of damage. It's amazing, man. That's freaking amazing. So these are the effects. Let's see what our main general and our main King Darko has the ability, like what abilities, what he has, what wife, and what she gives him. So she's flirtatious. He has eyes for me. This will work to our advantage, my darling. Show personal info +2 per turn, so that's a personal info she has. The authority -1 on the husband and -1 cunning on the husband. So she's not the greatest wife you can have, but she's a-okay. Dusha. She truly is the soul of this person. So let's see the effects. So personal influence +1 per turn, personal influence +3 per influence earning situation, melee defense -10 for the commander's unit alone. Like, Jesus, man, that's bad. Morale -7 for the commander. Wow, that's bad shit, right? That's bad, but of course we can increase this with the skills. At the moment we have 0 because we had not one battle. Military force alone upkeep cost +7% for all units commanded force, and morale +3 when defending commanded force. And this is again all the effect summary. So region province maintain cost +7 governed province. Public order -2 governed province. So I think this is when it says governed province, is he's the governor maybe of the province, or just governed province actually has a governor of some sort. Does this other thing yet, right? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm like, is this what he would give if he is the governor? I don't know if you can actually get him to be the governor of the province. Can he? Can he actually be the governor of the province? I have no idea. I have no idea. There it is. We'll find out soon, but at some point. And again, it does tell you what wife gives, so there is that. We have family tree. We've seen this already many a time. So that's also I wanted to see, and also want to see the force details. We can choose an emblem of this force. We might choose something of much more interesting for the units to carry. I like this one. I like the aesthetic of that one. So we can see the integrity. And faction -3 gives us here plus that is 48 at the moment. Change per turn is at the moment 0, which is a-okay. King's own 1, politics 1, resting 1. Thank you very much. We can also decimate the part of the force to get the integrity back. So again, military +5, moral replenishment +4. Region province again gives you +2 by local province, and of course you can also upgrade the traditions of this specific army, the Dragon Slayers. So there is that. And that is it for this turn. We have wasted quite a bit of money. We've seen into a little bit of an army itself. And let's see what the next turn gives us, because at the next turn we're going to get technology upgrade. We can choose another technology to move on to with the research of that. And that's it. I'm not going to be, of course, buying at the moment up more units. Have no need for it. At the moment, I have no money for it at the moment, and also in the next turn we'll be finishing, I think, well, actually not in the next turn, next 2 turns we're going to be finishing the pastures. We're going to get more food before the Tengri, the god of all, comes for us with his massive army of the Mustachio people. So I think that's about it. We're not going to go into diplomacy with other people. They're going to go into diplomacy with us if they really want anything to do with us. Because basically what I realized, these people are assholes. They just are desperate freaking assholes. Not cool enough to be our friends, not cool enough to be our enemies, because we're not waste. They don't want to. Actually, they are cool enough to be our enemies. You know why? Because they're dicks. I'm also eating a little bit of sweets, by the way. Have to. The thing that I adore from Shogun 2 up is the amount of minor factions there are. One thing I was really impressed in Rome 2 is the amount of minor factions there truly are. And you say, well, I want to play one of those minor factions. Like in Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings, you have these other smaller factions. You can choose to be anyone, right? You don't have to be specifically the biggest factions on the block. I adore that. I think that aspect of any type, like specific, I love that Total War gives you this, and I want this to be like, and I like they are keeping it to be the thing. But I want always to have these minor factions. I want to see them winning instead of the big factions. I wanted to get out of there and see the world themselves, right? I want to see the smallest pieces of shit conquer the world. I consider that the advantage in any type of this open world, turn-based, non-turn-based game, again like European Universalis, Crusader Kings, Total War, is the ability to just have for you as a player to see how the world expands, and you know how not the biggest faction is the big bad wolf of it all. So yeah, again, I like that. A little bit of money back, thank you very much. Household gained. Godans Inspire. We Darko gained this. Feel the god dance deep inside yourself. Now, match him. So Darko has the battle movement speed plus 10%, armor minus 50%, wow, and melee attack plus 10 command. Just armor, man, we need armor always. But that's a kind of commanded force. Okay, development. We get an original defense force, which we've been researching for 15 years now. A well-defended coastline keeps the wolves from the door. Indeed, it does. Maybe. I mean, do they actually swim? The wolves swim. I mean, the coastline and all that. I mean, they're defending the coastline like it's Normandy or some shit. So again, we do have for the civic thing. We might go for the civic thing now. I mean, it's 3 turns here, and we will be going for community property. So what's yours is mine too, apparently. We'll be able to get the Wicker Maker and Venedi goat pans, and goat pans, and goat pans. More pans for the goats. Why the hell not? We'll go one, you know, we're gonna go for from battle to military to the civics, and then like that. I don't want to miss on civic after all. I do want to get a little bit more of a civilian part of life in this beautiful in our country, in our world that we're building. Yes, there are going to be a lot of wars, there are going to be a lot of death and glory, and I'm going to keep this amount of income at the moment. I'm going to risk it, because until someone really goes for me, we could go for, as I said, we can go here, and we have as the faction, Venedians, we have the ability just to capture Duna without any money needed for the money, as far as I remember. We can just settle this. It's a desolate area, and we can get the entirety of that thing. At the moment, we have no wars, but the problem again arises, my friends, because of the public order. I'm always worried about the public order. It's only a minus 14, yes. And you're right, we could try and go for the damnable thing. Yes, you're right, I could go for Duna, just capture that and just have it. But the thing is, we won't be able to build anything out there, I don't think, with the amount of money we actually have. So I want to like actually move not towards Duna. I want to go from Duna beyond. I want to go towards these points. Because if the Mongols come, they're going to probably 99% kill these guys here, our friends. And if we're gonna stand, we can capture their main parts and be good there. In this location, we're gonna be attacked by the Geats. We're gonna be attacked by these assholes here, the Rugians. And that's the problem. But you know what? Fuck that. You're right. Fuck that. Let's go and have a little bit of fun. Let's see how this is gonna go. Let's be a little bit more active. Let's be more active and see proactive and see how this is all gonna go. Of course, we should go into the that again, battle initiation, okay, it just does that. Just unit state gets tired, battle initiation disable, recruitment disable. So again, force, not a big change, to be honest. So we're gonna go back into a normal stance. And you see the integrity is going down already, sadly again, but just change only by 1 per turn. So there is that. In next turn, we're gonna gain Venedi pastures, we're gonna gain Sacred Grove Perun, and we're gonna be gaining Venedi Goat Herd in Oyam. So there is that. That's it. Let's go into the next turn and see how this is gonna go. Again, if we survive for many turns, great. If we survive only for 5 turns, it's gonna be awesome. Also because again, it's a survival game. It's much more harsh than, I would say, Warhammer and all that. And that's one thing I would love in Warhammer, for it to have a little bit more of civilian point of view. Not just, okay, I'm gonna go with the building of armies, but not giving crap about civilians, or should say the civilian life, or having the actual for you to care about economy itself in many ways. Except, no, like, I just want more of what, for instance, Attila has in terms of that, of the survival in the hostile world, compared to Warhammer's world, which is much more hostile, yes, but its survival odds are much bigger. Of course, it's a fantasy world, but it doesn't mean that the fantasy world you don't have the ability to think for your people and not just for your armies and the hero himself. But again, that's more on GW Games Workshop. For I'm guessing much stricter about what they want their world to be, how their world want to be shown. You know, like, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, you know, trademarks and all that. War declared, Venedians and Antians. Man, war all over the place. And rank gained Porga. Porga gained the rank. He is our, yes, he's a governor of Palteskia. We can go here, and we're gonna touch on Palteskia. And we're gonna go like this. And Porga, which is A-okay, and loyalty, he's 7 out of 10. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We're gonna go like this into the governor details, and we can actually tell him to gain something beautiful, some beautiful stuff. So what shall we gain? Leader, authority +1. That's always a good thing. Always good to have authority. Authority does give us at level. We are level 4, so we get the level 5 authority morale +4 commander unit and public order. That's always a good thing, right? We're gonna go for the authority. There you go. In the second thing, we cannot go anymore for the authority, for the leader. So now we are level 5 for morale +4 and public order +2 for governed province. This is gonna be important. You know, like, he is the governor of this province at the moment, or at least 2 regions of the province. So there is that. And of course, the only thing we can go for is the wolf. You know, reading the ground, stalking with the scent of prey and taste of blood. You know, courage is not the absence of fear, but triumph over it, and with +2 it truly is. So we can go with that one. And so level 1, zeal of 1 and melee attack of 3. Zeal is gonna be at the moment level 4 because of it. Integrity +1 for the commanded force. At the moment he does not command any. But missile damage +3% for the commanded unit, well, commander's unit. Melee damage +3% for the commander's unit. So melee and the range increase. Well, missile damage increase. That's awesome. But again, wasteful at the moment for what he truly is, in the position that he is. But if he gets attacked, it's gonna give him nice stuff. Okay, 3,000, yay baby, -40, but again, it gives you more public order and all that. It's only the -10. Hell's Modern Hill, but we can go for the small city, baby. We can go for the small city. It takes 5 turns to build a damn thing. So there is that. But you know, like, basic walls, public order important, squalor +1, and we don't want a big, massive, evil squalor, to be honest. It's gonna be a bad mojo. So because we have Perron's Glory here, right, because of the damnable thing that we have chosen, Perron's Glory as a thingy, we have the Winter, which is turn remaining 1, of course. Wealth +10% from industrial building province to each region. And people in trouble populace. The people which are troubled by current affairs, growth -2 and tax rate -4%. We have to change that somehow. And fighting against the public order is a big fucking thing to me. Like, it's really bad crap. So again, we can go for the Shrine of Perun. I would go for it, to be honest. Again, it gives you 2 things. Religious influence is gonna play a part, big part, and then public order +3, and only 3 turns for 3,000. But Hell's Bells, I'm gonna go for that. Why the hell not? At the moment, we're gaining income of 2,141. Now we go. Now the question, the true question here, we're getting very close. We're getting very close. Yeah, okay. We're getting very close to whatever from Duna? Is it Duna? Duna. To the city, well, desolate area. We're gonna make a city there at some point, or a town at least. So it's still a -10. It doesn't matter if our main leader or an army is in the region itself. It doesn't like lower or add to the morale, should I say, to the public order. It's still on -10 with them in the region or without them or whatever, right? So there is that. Okay, so that's it. That is all we can do at the moment. That's all we can do. 2 turns, 3 turns, but we did get the Venedi pastures, we did get the Venedi goat herd, and for next one we need a community property. So that's like that's over here. It's in the level 2 of the civic tree to continue with that. And again, of course, that's gonna be a needed thing. That's gonna be a really much needed thing. But in the next turn, we'll be gaining our first civic point, which is the community property. And again, Wicker Maker and the Venedi goat pens of level 3, it would seem. So there is that. Wicker Maker, interesting thing is gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna build that, but we'll see as the time progresses. I'm not gonna try and say, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what's gonna happen next turn. I have no idea, and that's the beauty of it. We have no idea what's gonna happen. So let's end again as our leader Darko is moving towards Duna to recapture and see how we're gonna do with that complete province being ours, under our control. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go for us. So again, end the turn. It's winter. It's 1 turn is for each season. So there is that. So next is summer. After winter comes summer. Fuck everything else, right? But screw it. I love winter, to be honest. I love winter. Winter is my favorite. Summer I do not like at all. Like, I mean, summer is all good for the pussies, but not for anything else. You know, it's all about women. After all, you're gonna look at them in every single nice, beautiful thing they wear. But freaking winter, man, I love winter, man. I just freaking love it. So I'm gonna end it in the next turn. We're gonna see how this, what's gonna happen, what new things are gonna happen, and that's about it. That's about it, because, you know, I'm gonna try and lower the videos to be up to 20-30 minutes. I'm trying to 20 minutes, believe me. I do try. I don't have a timer or anything like that. You know, to be short but sweet, maybe. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Who watches this anyway? But the point is just to have fun. That's the point. We're gonna role play our people, and of course the assholes are coming towards us. The king himself is coming towards us, so the war is on, it would seem. The war might be on, people. We might have a first enemy. Oh my god, here comes the Mongols. Now the Mongols, the assholes they are, they're gonna ask you, choose rape, pillage and burn, or rape, pillage and burn. Elopement, what the fuck happened here? One of your daughters has been enticed by a suitor and is planning to elope. Who are you, asshole? Who are you? I do not know you. Gnu. Ah, yes, the other asshole. Well, you know, she would be a good wife, I guess. We lose influence though. If we intervene, have a give blessing. Check some new with Mila. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Are you good? Are you good for me? Are your lawyers level? I'm gonna lose only about 2% of control. I give blessing. Come on, people. Just have babies. Make babies. Who cares, right? It's all about babies. In the end of the day, it's all about babies. It's all about babies. So we have the new friends here. They are coming. The Mongols are coming. There are some parts of the Mongolian little smaller tribes, but this dude is the one that worries me. The Blood Embers. They're coming with everything they have. They even have mercenaries. Ooh, evil. Oh, I'm thinking of being a bad boy here and going back, because I won't be able to protect Oyam with anything if these guys attack, and I think these guys will be attacking the Lugians. I mean, they're coming with Gento, the man of steel, but they are having issues of their own. They have these bad boys. They have their own bad boys. Let's see what diplomacy actually gives us for Giento. The Huns are there. Yes, they are. Lugians. Deteriorating. La, 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 la. Those are the assholes that are coming for us. Yes, Gento, the asshole. Hey, Gento. Why would you want to attack us? Well, only on -18 they're going for us at the moment. Gifts, they condemn gifts given to Huns, religious conversion, and a great power. So the problem here is gifts given to Huns. I have not given any at the moment. I don't know. These assholes might be a bad mojo. These guys might be a bad mojo. The thing is, they're not at war with anyone. They're aggressive and temperamental. Yay. What a great thing to be. What a great... We're steadfast. Imperius is only noteworthy, so there is that. The Huns, they're great people. I mean, I respect the Huns. And I really would like to have awesome relationship with them. They're at war with everybody. They really have no allies of any kind, and I don't think they might even have the ability to have allies. I do not know. So you might be my enemy, my next kill. So the problem is, if I go for here, my army is gonna lower itself in a massive, massive way. So let's see first and foremost, because I'm not gonna end this turn is gonna be this. Yes, it's only 600 and colonize and get this colonization happiness and all that. For the next turn only, +5. We can colonize, you know, like, unless these guys attack us. If these guys attack us, that's gonna be it. I mean, the problem is, they're gonna attack us, I have to, like, I'm colonizing this bad boy. You know why? Because I realized something. It's okay. First and foremost, we're gonna get only on -3 now. Of going for the public thingy. Not like, oh shit, that's not it. That's not it. I went into the goddamn harbor. That -1 -1 public order. That's fine, that's okay. That is okay. And again, back our army slowly but surely, and hope that these assholes do not attack us. If they attack us, that's pretty much it. But it's okay, we tried. We freaking tried. We tried to defend, well, we tried to build something out of it. Well, I mean, look at it. Yeah, I can spam a huge chunk of armies. They're pretty much fucked anyway. Well, they only have these guys of like level 1. A Germanic Levy and Germanic Hurlers, but they bought the fucking mercenary Onegar. Like, Jesus, they're like, well, overkill, baby. Overkill. And Demon? Probably. So Duna has the ability to build something, and we shall immediately go for Tribal Stronghold. Why the hell not? Who cares for how much it lasts? You know, like, who cares? That's it. You know, like, that's it. It's GG, people. You know, like, it lasted for 2-3 turns. You did well, Demon. It's over. Just surrender and die like a little bitch, right? So it would seem war is the first thing definitely is gonna go always for us. War. Upkeep cost -10% for melee infantry. It definitely is something I will be needing. Recruitment of Slavic axemen, replacing Slavic axes. Yeah. Cost or get ability to get a new unit. To get the axemen. The axemen, people. No, we're gonna go for the amount of -10% is not a huge deal, but it's still way better than nothing. And we'll have the abilities for the smithy. So there is that. I'm gonna choose that. I'm gonna end the turn here again, and let's see what the next turn gives us. How much we can cry about things. We shall see. We might be immediately attacking Noyam. The enemy, we do not know how the mind of this man really works. These Lugian bears, the Blood Embers, and the Gento. I do not know what he wants. Truly, I have no idea. He's in a horde. Wait, is this a horde encampment? Yes, he is. Really? No, that's just horde encampment. Military force, care temple sphere. Oh, that's what he gives, right? Yes, that's force march at the moment. Okay. Region and province. Okay. Well, doesn't really matter. The point is, he's coming for us. He's gonna be raping, pillaging, and burning maybe our people. our men and women and children. We shall see. We'll be looking at you right now, and let's see how this turn ends, and let's see what it gives us. At the moment, our force is non-existent. Our king is way out there into the sea of heaven, and we'll see how this really gives us. Well, what do we get? A middle finger in the ass? That's the thing. Do we get the middle finger in the ass? We do not have allies. We do not try to make allies out of anyone. I don't think we'll be able to make allies out of anyone. And this dude, by diplomacy screen at least, tells us that these guys were okay with us, but all of a sudden they hate us. Even we did not give anything to the Mongol horde at the moment. As I think that's an event that happens after the end of your turn, not during this type of a intermission screen. So we'll see how this is gonna go. I'm hoping for the best. If not, I'm gonna hoping for the worst. At least that doesn't matter. We tried to win. We tried to do the best and the ugly. We'll last for as much as we can last, and see how this is gonna go. We might have one battle of this entire campaign. We might have 58 battles of this entire campaign. The Western Roman Empires are an asshole. And the Eastern Roman Empire dudes are assholes also. Lugians, you are assholes also. They are not attacking us, they are actually raiding us. Thank you very freaking much. Raid us. I think that's the best thing before they want to actually start a war. They want to start a war, even though compared to them, we are in non-existent form. We are in non-existent form. Holy shit, these guys are Roxolians, are moving all over the freaking place. We are surrounded. It's like, the thing is, we are on the far eastern points where the enemy comes, right? Where the Mongols are coming from. So we are the ones that get the, our ass checked out by the Mongol hordes. And that's the bad mojo, at the moment at least. So anywho, war declared to Rungians and Roxolians, and foreign trespass, the storm of the steppes. You know, guys, you can just do whatever you want there. We are being raided here, from what I see. I think we are being raided. I think that's a sign for being raided. Yes, it is. Raiding. Even though we do not have, like, oh no, we are being raided. Which is foreign, yeah. So it doesn't really matter. We have enough of money as is, and I wish you the very best. Next time, we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. As our force here in Duna needs a long time to recuperate, we will be able to buy a few units and start, like, I mean, just let's get more spearmen and stuff like that, just to make sure that our force is strong enough to say, look guys, don't try to attack this specific force, take a town that doesn't have any defenses and shit like that. GG people, GG. Anywho, all the best to you guys, and next time, more love, more drugs, and as always, more ever so amazing Total War Attila.